What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming back to another video. Today we are talking about Que Malo. Que malo que te dejaste del gatito que tenía, porque a mí me gustaba darte sabiendo que no era mía y era tú. Que malo que te dejaste del gatito que tenía, porque a mí me gustaba darte sabiendo que no era mía y era tú. So, Que Malo, this is the 9th song in our Gringo's Guide to Bad Bunny's second album, YHLQMDLG, where we're going to be talking about every song on the album, looking at the Spanish, looking at some of the slang, translating it into English. So if you are interested in learning Spanish, these videos are good for you. Que Malo is the third featuring of the album. The song features Ñengo Flow, who is another one of these old school reggaetoneros, been around forever, very similar to Daddy Yankee and Yavia, who we've already seen on the album. Having these artists on the album definitely gives it a very old school vibe, which Bad Bunny was definitely going for. So this is not the first song Bad Bunny has had with Ñengo Flow. They've been in several songs together. One of the more well-known ones would be the remix to Diles, which Diles was originally Bad Bunny's song. The remix has several artists, including Ñengo Flow. If you don't know that, check it out. Badass song. Really one of Bad Bunny's first hits, where people really began to know who he was. So one of the producers of this song was Mvsis, who Mvsis is actually Tiny's brother, and we've looked at Tiny a few times in this album already. He did several songs on the album. Mvsis is his younger brother, and he's not as well known as Tiny, but Mvsis has produced several hits in the genre. One of the biggest ones would be No Me Conoce, which is a song by Jay Cortez, produced by Mvsis. And of course the remix, which is very well known, which features Bad Bunny and J Balvin, produced by Mvsis. Smash hit song, has over 1 billion views on YouTube, and so Mvsis definitely deserves a lot of credit. Que Malo literally means something like too bad. So in Spanish, when you have the word que in front of an adjective, usually gives the meaning of like how or to or so. Like for example, que bonito, que lindo. Que lindo would mean something like, yeah, so cute, too cute, something like that. So que malo means like too bad. The idea behind the song is that there's a girl who had a boyfriend. She broke up with him, and according to Bad Bunny and Ñengo Flow, it's too bad that she did, because now it's not as exciting to bang her. So, as I kind of mentioned in the first video to this series, that is a subject that is kind of rehashed over and over again in this type of music. Having sex with a girl who has a boyfriend, the boyfriend doesn't know about it, it's done in secret. So this song kind of plays off of that, but they add that little twist in there where like now it's too bad that she doesn't have the boyfriend anymore, because now it's not as exciting. So as you can guess, it's a pretty explicit song. If you are under the age of like 13, you should not be watching this video, so please turn it off. FYI, not for you. So we're just going to look at the chorus, and I think we're going to look at the second part of Bad Bunny's verse, just because it's very quintessential Bad Bunny, especially when he gets explicit like this and talks about this kind of stuff. The lyrics are, very quintessential to reggaeton in general. A lot of the slang that's used is very common, so it's a good verse to analyze. And we'll just look at the second part because it would just take too long to do the whole thing. So the chorus is pretty quick. It goes, Que malo que te dejaste. So again, Que malo is going to mean like too bad, or it's too bad, that, the K is that, te dejaste. So dejaste means you left. The te is just in there kind of for extra emphasis. So literally, it's too bad that you left. Del gatito que tenías. ¿Por qué? Gatito comes from gato. This word is used to refer to like a boyfriend or even just a man. Very similar to the word jevo, which we looked at in Bichillal. Very similarly, you can use the word gata, which would mean girl or girlfriend. So del gatito would mean like the guy. So it's too bad that you left the guy that you had, tenías, you had. ¿Por qué? Because a mí me gustaba darte. Me gustaba means I liked. A mí is just an emphasis on that, so it's just, I liked, a little bit more emphasis. Darte, we've looked at darte several times. It means to bang, so I like to bang you. Sabiendo que no eras mía y eras de él. Sabiendo que means knowing that. No eras mía, literally you weren't mine. Y eras de él, and you were of him. In other words, you were his. So the whole thing would say, it's too bad that you left the man that you had because I liked to bang you knowing that you weren't mine and you were his. So that's pretty much the whole idea of the song right there. Let's just look at the second part of Bad Bunny's verse. So it starts out, le gusta chingar en el carro y él se lo tinteó. So le gusta means she likes. So she likes chingar. Chingar is a verb that means to fuck. It really has to mean to fuck. There's no other way to say it. It's the most vulgar way to refer to sex. It's used all over the place in this kind of music. Generally, when you see the verb chingar in this music, it means to fuck. The only other real meanings of chingar are used more so in Mexican Spanish, where they have really just like an infinite number of conjugations of the verb chingar. It just never ends. They love using that word. It's used in so many different ways, in so many different expressions. But in Puerto Rican slang, in this type of music, it really just means to fuck. So she likes to fuck en el carro, in the car. Y él se lo tinteó. So, y él and he se lo tinteó. Tinteó is not a real verb, but it's pretty obvious what he means. It's just taken from English. So, tintear would mean to tint. It's referring to tinting the windows of the car. So, the se is like for her, and the lo is it, just referring back to el carro, the car. So, and he tinted it for her. In other words, he got it tinted for her. Pero fui yo quien le metió. Pero fui yo would mean, but it was me. Pero fui yo. Quien le metió. Quien is who. Le metió. We have already looked at meterle, very similar to darle, to bang her. But it was me who banged her. So she likes to fuck in the car. He got it tinted for her, but it was me who banged her. Dijo que andaba con Valerie y de nuevo mintió. Dijo que, she said that. Andaba. We've looked at andar. It means to hang out. So she said that she was hanging out with Valerie. Must be her friend. Y de nuevo mintió. Y de nuevo means like and again. Mintió comes from mentir, which means to lie. So, and she lied again. So like, and that was another lie. She said she was hanging out with Valerie, and that was another lie. Se trepó y me lo partió. So, se trepó, You'll see that a lot. It comes from the verb treparse, which means like to climb up on. So here it means like she got up on top. Y me lo partió. So the verb here is partir, which literally means like to break something or to split it in half. Here it refers to sex. So partir can also be like to do something really well, like to kill it. So it's kind of like saying she fucked the shit out of me. That's kind of how I would translate it. So she climbed up, she got up on top, and she fucked the shit out of me. Me lo partió. Ella se las pega y él pide perdón. Ella is she. Se las pega comes from the expression pegárselas. It just means to cheat on somebody. So it doesn't really have much of a literal translation. It's almost kind of, pegar is to stick. So it's almost like saying she sticks it to him. The las, I don't know what that actually refers to. I don't think it really refers to anything. It's just part of the expression. So, ella se las pega, she sticks it to him. The say would be to him, or really just she cheats on him. So, she cheats on him. Y él pide perdón. And he asks for, pide comes from pedir, to ask for. He asks for forgiveness, perdón. So pretty much like he says sorry. So like she cheats on him and he's apologizing to her. Something like that. All right. Diablo, diablo, hay que ser cabrón. Diablo is a pretty expressive word. It can just kind of mean like damn, or like, you know, it could be worse. It can mean like holy fuck, holy shit. So like holy shit. Hay que ser cabrón. Hay que kind of means must. So it's used a lot in Spanish. Hay que, like for example, hay que vernos would mean like we have to see each other, we have to hang out. So the pronoun is kind of determined from the context. So hay que ser cabrón would mean like he must be. The ser is be. So he must be cabrón, or he must be a cabrón. So we kind of looked at cabrón already. Here it means like a fucking idiot. So diablo, diablo, he must be a fucking idiot. Like, damn, this guy must be a fucking idiot. Puse algo de bellaquera y lo compartió. Puse is I put, past tense from poner. I put something, algo is something. So what that kind of means is like I put up something. In other words, I posted something. So I posted something de bellaquera, of bellaquera. We've looked at bellaquera. Here it kind of just means like something related to sex. So I posted something related to sex. Like it may be like a meme with like a dirty picture that's like captioned that says something naughty. Like, you know, we don't really know what it means exactly, but basically he posted up some dirty shit y lo compartió. So that would mean she shared it. Compartir is the verb to share. She shared it. So, you know, he posted something up on Instagram. She shared it. Pa mí que se acordó de cuando este bicho sintió. Pa mí comes from para mí, which means for me. Here it kind of has the meaning of like, in my opinion. Like, para mí, like, if it were up to me, or like, the way I see it, like, in my opinion, pa mí que se acordó. So, the K is dropped here. Se acordó means she remembered. So, like, in my opinion, she remembered. De cuando, the day is dropped, so cuando is when. She remembered when este bicho sintió. Bicho means dick or penis. In this type of music, it always has that meaning in Puerto Rican slang. Bicho is dick. Bicho can mean different things in other countries. Mostly in other countries, you'll hear it as like a bug or an insect. But in Puerto Rico, bicho is dick like 100% of the time. Sintió means she felt. Verb is sentir. Sintió, she felt. So the whole thing would say, in my opinion, or even just like I think she remembered when she felt this dick. Pa mí que se acordó cuando este bicho sintió. Okay, so that kind of sums up a lot of what Bad Bunny talks about in his songs that play off of this theme, like fucking in the car, like the boyfriend doesn't know about it, you know, she's cheating on him, like the guy's a dumbass, you know, and like after they've had sex, she still remembers it. Like she still thinks about it. She can't get over him. She still wants more. Those are kind of things that are always talked about in this type of music. So anyway, hope you learned something. If you have any questions, let me know. And come back for the next video, which will be Vete. So thanks for watching. Bye.